Hello, everybody. I have my coffee. Pop in. Hi, Texas Little Star 63. Long time no see. Hi, Fionn. Long time no see. I saw you. Well, I saw you yesterday, I think. But Texas guy I haven't seen since last week. I have like a glow from my laptop. How's everybody doing? Wow, there's 4 people in here. Apparently 8:30 is a good time to pop on. Most of the time I'm asleep in the morning hours. Do you work overnight? Hi Art, how's it going? I used to work overnights before kids. and then, well, actually during both my pregnancies I worked overnights. So now I'm kind of, okay, you're disabled. May I ask with what? Are you a paraplegic? Because that's what I did many years ago. Yeah, I have my DSW program. Actually, that's what I did overnights. Was I was a physical care attendant for adults with physical disabilities. So I was like the overnight staff, and everybody had their apartments, and we had a pager, and they would call down if they needed something. There was a few clients that were quadriplegics, and they needed to be turned in the night so they wouldn't get sores and stuff. Yeah, no problem. But that's kind of what I went to school for. I worked with kids and adults with developmental and physical disabilities. And then, so when I met my husband, who was legally blind, he wasn't a big issue. I mean, he had his own job and had contracts and his own business and stuff. So, and because I've already worked with people like that, and he was, he had his own, very independent, and didn't, need anything. Well, some people tend to see people with disabilities as not fully able to do stuff. Sure, no problem. We could do a private chat sometime. But just saying, it's not. Just saying, everybody's welcome, and it's not a big issue for me or anything here. I can't stay, gotta go, but hit the button. Oh, thank you, SJ Vlogs. Hey, Jasmine, how's it going? Good morning to you too. I know how to delete YouTube. I don't feel safe on it. I've had to block some guy. You can just make a new account with a different email address and just leave this account as blank. Like, don't use it or anything. That's very scary. I'm just gonna go chat. I'll see if you have any videos on your thing. What? You accidentally deleted? How did you do that? So Fionn, what I would do is take your videos. Actually, you know what you should probably do? You could just change your name. And they won't just know it's you. You could take your videos and download them, and then make another channel and put them on there. Hey, ZZ78. And Art, how did you accidentally delete all of your content? Is there any way to get it back, like an undo button? Okay. He's way commenting stuff and mailing me. No. Why would you delete your video? Like, so you could turn off comments on your videos if you want, and if he's commenting on stuff, um, you could just block him, and he won't, and you can report him to YouTube. Um, if you want to set up a new channel, you can set up a new channel and transfer your stuff over. I don't like. I know you can download your stuff, but I don't know exactly know how to do it. You might have to ask YouTube how to do that, or just change your name on your channel, and then he won't be able to find you. Just make sure he's not subscribed to you. Hi, Weaves Gavin. How's it going? You are moving your videos around on YouTube? Do you have them backed up on your computer? I don't tend to delete mine until I run out of space or it's been a while. Turn off comments. Yeah, you can turn off comments on your videos. Hi, MC the Shiznit. How's it going? Yeah, change your picture. You can change your name. Your subscribers will still be subscribed to you even if you change your name. We'll just be kind of confused of who you are. Going, who's this posting? Oh, that's you. But yeah. Give me a few minutes. Yes, get your coffee, grab a snack, because of course we'll probably talk about food at some point. Woohoo, Weaves 900. Awesome. How many am I at now? I have no idea. What's wrong with your hair? Oh, my hair, I put it in a high ponytail, so it's going all like, my hair's naturally curly, right? So I brushed it out and it's got all frizzy. I put a little bit of water in it to calm it down. And I just put a high ponytail. But yeah, I need to do my roots. That's what I'm going to be doing either tomorrow or Saturday, because I need to redye my roots. It's been, well, what, 6 months? 5 months? I'm just always too busy or too lazy to do it. So my roots are too dark. And my hair has gotten lighter. Like the color, it's normally, well, this color was a light auburn, so it was more like more red, but it's gotten more blonde because the red has washed out. But it's usually a bit more red. I like your top. Oh, thank you. It's very. I'm not wearing PJs today. I had to put the garbage out and take my kid to school. What's up with your hair? Stop telling her to do all that crap. Next door. I'm used to seeing. Oh, thank you, the schnitz. I just put up for something to do because my hair was just not behaving today. I like auburn too. That's why I colored. I did that. No, I didn't back. Ooh. Well, I guess you'll be busy making some more videos. Art. That really sucks. Hi, TJ Meeks. How's it going? Want me to? Ha ha ha. No. MC the Shiznit. You're funny. Thanks for the compliment. My hubby would have something to say with that. No, it's just a ponytail. I literally just took an elastic and put it up. Hey, Still Images Production, how's it going? Very cool art. That's to get back onto the horse, yeah? Not too bad. Today I actually don't have anything scheduled. First, I'm a stay-at-home mom, right? So you'd think that I have lots of free time, which I usually do. But things keep on popping in my lap. I have so many things scheduled that if I had a job, I wouldn't be able to do them. I'm doing good. Yeah, hardest job. And half the time it's been on, like yesterday, I had an appointment for myself, I had two appointments, and then I did an impromptu stop at Costco because a friend wanted to go to Costco and I have a car, she has a car. It's still sore. She took a bath last night, so she needed help washing her hair because her hair is down, like, about the middle of her back, so she couldn't do it one-handed. But she's like, I want to take a bath because she goes, I can't take a shower because the way that she showers, she would get the cast part all wet, like we had it in a bag and taped. But it went okay. She got some sleep last night, but not a lot. She slept from maybe 9 till about 1 in the morning, and that's when she said she was up. But she was moving her around more today, and still in pain, but still moving it. So hopefully by the weekend she'll be not in as much pain and grab some much needed sleep. Because like today she was wearing her shirt, and then she put she has this long sweater thing that's like the style, like the sweater goes down to like your knees, but it's buttoned down, but you don't button it. But she managed to put her arm through a long sleeve. I mean, it took her a while, but the last couple of days she's just been wearing t-shirts. Yeah, can't changed it recently. Yeah, change your picture and name. You could also put your thing. I don't know. I don't know if you could put your. You could probably put your whole channel as private, so only the ones that you currently have as subscribers are subscribers until you could change your name. I don't know. You'd have to ask YouTube. And if there's a name that if there's a person that's bothering you, you can report them to YouTube. Thank you, Eastad. How's it going? Hi, John's Paranormal TV. Oh, you're in the hospital. Oh, wow. What are you in the hospital for? Hopefully nothing too serious. It's 1:40. Where are you? Again, you're over in, over across the pond. In the UK? Oh. Hopefully it's nothing broken. My daughter has a broken elbow and a crack on her growth plate of her wrist. Yeah. Sometimes I get all confused where people are because I have a couple friends like that live in my city that are British and have complete British accents, but there's other people that are actually Britain, and then there's people that live in Britain who have an American accent or a Canadian accent, so I have no idea. Oh, hi, Oreo Kid. I'm drinking my Tim Hortons. Yay. Okay, I think Tim Hortons roll up the rim is a scam. Okay. So this weekend I had 6 Tim Hortons because, well, I was at Queensway Carleton Hospital, so there's a Tim Hortons there, like twice, so I had to make sure it was well caffeinated. I had 6. There, I got one coming in as extra large because at the hospital they only sell large because they're trying to be healthy. Like only half of their menu is there because of the whole healthy food thing. And I'm like, it's Tim Hortons. Anyways, I got 6 on the weekend, and I got bubkiss, nada, nothing, not even a free coffee. Usually, you know, you get a free one every like 3 or 4, but 6 over like 2.5 days. Yes, okay. Weaves, I watched one of your videos yesterday because it kind of intrigued me. Okay, and I hadn't really heard your accent is odd. It is British or whatever, but you have a really deep, echoey voice. So it was like, okay, and I really liked your sci-fi. What was that kit that you ordered? That sci-fi thing. I love Firefly. My kids have watched all. They're actually quite upset that it got discontinued. I'm like, yeah, you're watching it years after it came out. And Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was awesome. Uh, Not as good as 1, but the soundtrack's great. Yeah, Loot Crate. Is that like is that like UK stuff, or is that um like what like you didn't have any info on like how to check that out? Like you said, it was a subscription thing. I'd be kind of interested in seeing. I get it shipped from America. Okay, so it's from the States. Okay, because I have a daughter who's big in anime Naruto and likes odd crap. Well, her interests are she likes Red Dwarf, which you should know, and she's quite happy that the last season just came out. And then she likes Naruto, which is Japanese anime, and then um she likes sci-fi fantasy things. She loved Firefly when we watched it. Oh, we watched another one, a Loot anime box, which is just all anime stuff. Yeah, but see, the problem is she only really likes Naruto. I don't think she's gotten into the other stuff. Hello, just found you on Struggle. Oh, thank you, Trans. I will make sure. I'm gonna just check you out. Yeah, I'm gonna check. Yes, we like to share support. So if you're brand new to my channel, please say hi and check. Oh, you're at. Well, I'm now. You're 690. Um, you're. I'm your 690. See, there you are. So yes, please. That's what's great about my channel, my live streams, is that we like to support one another. So if you're new to my channel, there's a whole bunch of people here that you might not know about. Oh, also, no problem. I like to support people. I've been going through some of the on the Strugglevilles list. I'm on a couple of groups that help small channels. Well, one is a mom's group, but then there's I Am Creator. So if anybody is not on there, you it's a Facebook group, and they they're supporting other small YouTubers. You have to answer like 3 questions, like what's your channel name and the URL and what describe your channel or whatever. And basically, it's not a sub for sub group. It's just a support to try and get people to be part of a community, to be um, to properly engage. So it's not so it's to help with watch time and as well as being engaged in the the group on Facebook as well as on YouTube, so that you can help self promote. They do some collaborations on there. It's a brand new group, so they're trying to do some collaborations and some like guaranteed watch time playlists that you put your stuff in and then you watch everybody else in the playlist, and then or or stuff. They're still trying to figure it out, but it's also to share what works for you with other people, so you can chit chat with other YouTubers. I can share you the link for those who are on here. Hi, his and her, homestead and high, retired and prepping. I'm going to go and find the Facebook group, and it is quite. So it's called I Am Creator, Small YouTube. It's a Facebook group, so you can go there and you can subscribe, and it's not a sub for sub, but they encourage people to support the channels on there and helping and have helping with to produce more of a community. So also stuff like Nerd Block. Ooh, what's those? Because those look interesting. Google subscription. Okay, awesome. Yeah, because yeah, see, my husband and my daughter are both nerdy geeks. Link didn't work. Okay, it is called. I'm gonna cut. If you look on Facebook, I'll cut and paste the what it's called. It's called I Am Creator hyphen Small YouTubers Unite. And good morning, Amanda. How's it going? Um, you can search that on Facebook, And since we're all kind of in that same bracket of small YouTubers, it might help. Like, it might take you a couple days to get to join, because you have to answer a couple questions. But just be honest and stuff. And it's not a sub for sub. So there's some groups already on Facebook that are like that. And the problem with those is that those groups, the people will subscribe until you get subscribed to them, and then they'll unsub you. So if you've noticed since February 20th, you've lost a few subscribers, that is because they were they were those type of people, that did the sub for sub. Good morning, Creative Redundancy. How is it in the BC area? We've had your weather here the past few days. I'm the king of YouTube. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, where's my... I was just going to see how many people I have. I didn't check my channel this morning because, 867. Not too shabby. But yeah, if anybody's popped in... Yeah, warm spell. Yeah, we're talking about warm spell. My driveway's still a freaking skating rink because it has like 2 inches of ice near the garage. Today, my shed thing the doors were still shut, like frozen to the ground because, oh, I hope not, Fiona. What you should do before you scrap it all is try and download your videos, and also take screenshots of your current subscribers, so that if you do restart a channel, don't shut it down, just leave it, and start a new channel, and then go to those subscribers and ask them to resubscribe to your new channel. And that way you don't lose it. I would just leave it, because also if you just leave it alone, maybe the creep will go away. Weave Whitehead and my... Very cool. Yes, Weaves did my banner, boys and girls. He did it like literally while we were still in the live stream. So within like 15 minutes or so. I don't know how long it took you. Can I talk about the Facebook YouTube? So that group that I shared, it's called I Am Creator Small YouTubers Unite. That's a group where it's there for collabs, to try and get collabs, to try and build community, to chat with the small YouTubers, because there's not really lots of chatting you can do other than in the live stream or in the comments, and that's just really one-on-one. But it's sharing information on how to build your YouTube better, what works for others, what works, but there's a whole, like, it's fairly structured. It's trying to branch out to, like, its initial purpose was to help those that were really close to watch time before the date and close to subscriptions and stuff. Hi, Charlene, Indiana girl. How's it going? To try and get them over the edge. And so they were doing that, and now they're going to be, and helping each other support one another. It's also that it's going to start, I think, Friday. They're going to start a thing that actually something I suggested from another group, like I'm on a mom's YouTube group, which is for moms. So Oreo, sorry, you're now mom. But it has these like weekly or a couple times a week view for view lists. So you have to like, guarantee that you're going to watch channels. So you put a video in a playlist, and then you have to watch the playlist, and then you take like screenshots of your little red bar on the playlist when you're all done. And then that way it's a guaranteed view of, if you have 10 people in the list and you have 20-minute videos, because there's always like a limit of whatever the video is, you're going guaranteed 200 minutes of view time. Good morning, retired and prepping. I gave some advice on video editing and audio software on my new QA video. All the talky crap at the beginning. Here's a comment in the exact. Cool. Awesome. I will definitely check it out, Weaves. Well, I would just leave it there, Fiona, and just start a new one. Amanda wants Oreos. Okay, Weaves. I'm going to try and figure. Yeah, so I'm new to. Well, I've had Instagram for a few years, but I don't know how to necessarily use it. I want to look and research on how to do that. Because I've seen some people use Instagram and getting followers on there, and then every once in a while, like posting something that brings them to their YouTube. But I don't know how to do that, considering I don't really know how to use Instagram. I only got it when my daughter became a teenager and wanted one, so I got one to see how it was. Same with Snapchat. I loaded that, but I don't know how to use it. My daughter uses it all the time. But I'm Jen in Canada there. I'm Jen in Canada everywhere. Yeah, see, I'm jen.in.canada. There I am. I'm going to try and search you. Okay, I'm going to follow you. There we go. See, that's Weaves in Instagram. I should probably follow a bunch of people here. Where'd I go? Back. But yeah, mine is just a picture of a flower. Jen.in.canada. That's a flower I have in my garden. You can't do Instagram. I don't know. I like literally. I don't know much about it. Transit visitor depends on the. Cool. What's the other one? He was gaming. Yeah, see, I'm Jen in Canada everywhere on Twitter, on Pinterest, on YouTube, apparently Instagram. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Did you add me on Facebook? I don't know. What's your Facebook one? Okay. I will. Right, no. Do do do. Do 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 do. Were you in the hospital for, Baking Diva? Is that you? I just want to confirm. Do do do. Hope nothing's too serious. Okay. Yeah. And Okay, yes. Knee surgery. Ugh. But you're only getting one knee done, right? My friend who's my age she has had her second one done just before Christmas. She had one done 2 years ago. She had arthritis, I think, from either the figure skating that she did or gymnastics that she did, and she got one done 2 years ago when she turned 40, and then she had one just either just before Christmas or just after Christmas, because during Christmas, I think it was just before Christmas, because she was out of the hospital at Christmas. Hi, Draw with Bector. Long time no see. Everybody support Bector and everybody else in here too. He is an amazing artist. What are you drawing these days? I haven't seen. I haven't honestly. I haven't popped over there for since last week, but this past weekend was kind of crazy. Yeah, pray for quick recovery for your knee surgery, because well, my friend's one. She's lives in New Zealand now. She got her first one. It took a longer to recover. The second one, she seems to be doing pretty good. They started physio like pretty right away, and she's got a lot more movement with the second one she got done. Than she does, like, her range of motion, I think, is like whatever the 90 degrees, or she said some numbers, and I'm awful with remembering. Other than your brand new T-shirt brand, what is that? Are you doing like your art on a T-shirt? Okay, well, thank you, Oreo. I will pop over there too when you're live. Well, I was gonna say, make a new one. Don't delete Fiona. Don't delete this one. Just leave it. Don't do anything with it, and just make a new one. And then leave this one, and then you know where your subscribers, and you can go back and get them. Oh, well, that's good. Okay, just move that over. Good morning, Shackwood Farms. How's it going? What's everybody's plans for today? I'm hoping to chop more of this stupid ice in my driveway. I chopped a bunch yesterday, but then it kind of went below freezing last night, so there's chunks frozen on the driveway. Charlene wasn't here. Can we go show some love to my aunt? I helped her set up YouTube yesterday. She wanted to start vlogging her life through heart failure and a transplant. Sure. What's the channel, Beaker? What's the channel name? I'll search for it. You want to be a stay-at-home dog mom? Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't pay. The video made thought I would. Ooh, yummy yeast rolls. Yeah, see, I've got a bunch of videos made. Like, I just have to glue them together, like a whole bunch of clips. I was having trouble this week with my editor. Well, with it crashing or whatever. I don't know. It was just being PMSing. I don't know what it was doing. So I gave up for a bit and just did live streams. So I figured I'd do live streams, so at least there was at least content every day. Very cool, Oreo Kid. Neither does Sting. Well, your partner, your husband, has to be able to make a income that allows you to be staying at home and still pays the bills. Because being a stay-at-home mom and not having income to pay the bills kind of sucks. Hard to find right now. Heart talk. type in. Okay, I will search that, and I will ask you if that is her. You're home. Yes, you're a stay-at-home daddy. Do you have a job besides doing YouTube and being a stay-at-home dad? Is this your Aunt Victor? Yeah. Is that your aunt? It says heart talk. Okay. Tell her I'm her number 6 subscriber, follower. I will take the link and I will share it with the live feed. What type of stuff do you sell on eBay and Amazon? Yeah, I'm putting her link here. So please go share the love and subscribe and you know, very tiny channel. Yeah, how do you do that, Oreo? You should do a live stream on how you make money on eBay and stuff like that. I asked a couple of people. I follow a couple of people like in the States. There's a popular picker and stuff, but it's different in the States than in Canada. No problem sharing the love, because that's what we're here for, right? We love you. We'll love your aunt, I'm sure. And if it's a heart talk about surgery and stuff like that, that's something that should do. Yeah, love to do it. If you do a live show, I would love to listen and participate and take some notes because I have lots of stuff. um, Mostly kids books and stuff like that. I try and do it on my local Facebook groups and stuff, but it's not always great, and it's definitely not an income for me. It's more of a pay for coffee. it's it's my to support my caffeine habit. I swear, awesome. Yes, share love. I like. Yeah, well, you'd have to. So the thing with eBay and stuff like that, if you have to have some sort of stock so that you're always listing and stuff. Ooh, where are you gonna go shopping? Are you doing groceries today? Still Image Productions, or you going to shop for clothing or thrift shopping? I love going thrift shopping. I like to see what treasures I can find. So go now and feed the foxes. It was nice meeting you all. Thanks for popping by, and yes, make sure you show love. Transit. Oh wait, I just got lost the name here. I just got Transit Van Doors. Go share the love. He's now at 693. I think there's a few of you that popped in there. I think you were at 680 something before. Yeah, please go and share the love. Yeah, if you make good money at your day job, you might have to look at trying to do some work from home if you want to be at home for a bit. Awesome. Well, I hope to catch you again. Well, thank you very much for popping by, and I'm always very appreciative with my family, friends in the UK popping in, because sometimes my timing of live streams do not correspond with like your timing of being awake. Well, yeah, make sure everybody subscribes, supporting. Just make sure who's on here. Okay, just making sure. Well, yeah, you have to buy things that people like at a cheaper price than what you can sell it for. I mean, I understand the concept and stuff. Like, I mean, I bought when I go store shopping or garage sale shopping or whatever, I buy stuff that we would want and for a price that I'm willing to pay. Um, Usually is pretty darn cheap, right? Because I don't like spending money if I don't have to, and I know roughly what the costs are of new. So as long as the stuff is about a third of that cost, or less, I'm willing to pay that. Unless it's like brand spanking new, then I'll pay more. But it's more of the concept, like in Canada, like because our shipping is not like the States, so it's more of like the details of how do you get the boxes or bags or whatever for shipping, how much that costs, because it changes depending on where you ship to. Good morning, Linda Safe Haven. How's it going? But yeah, we can. I can't wait till you do a live stream on that, and I'll pop over there and check it out. But it's very intriguing because I've just done either local for sale groups on Facebook and stuff, or I've done things like for free. So I've done things like free cycle and stuff like that. Because I found people were nicer with free stuff than with sale stuff. I got more no shows with when I asked for money than when I got for free. And I got some pretty darn good stuff for free. For example, this couch and chair, coffee table I got through free cycle many moons ago. Good morning, Northern Minnesota, Yank. How's it going? Yes, love free cycle. Well, we also have some online groups here called Free Store because of the whole free cycle branding thing. And we have a buy nothing group and all that stuff. I always watch Perry Mason every morning at 8 a.m. But okay, cool. I was gonna say he's not. It's on reruns, isn't it? Because I don't think he's still on TV. I don't know. I haven't had cable in 15 years, so no idea. I will be right back. I'm gonna get some more coffee. So grab a cup of coffee and a snack. I will be back and let's ask me some more questions on stuff. decided to make a quick impromptu breakfast because I was hungry. What I made was I just fried up a couple eggs, but I put couscous that I had from supper last night with a little bit of butter and fried eggs on top. One broke, one didn't. So I like one, and then I had some shredded mozzarella cheese. But see, the eggs are. Then you just mix it all together. My dad showed me how to do this as a kind of non-traditional breakfast. So couscous, eggs, cheese, a bit of butter on the couscous. It's quite yummy. Just quite hot right now because I heated up the couscous because I had leftovers from last night. But also works on rice. So I'm just gonna check out messages. Yeah, you do live show I think twice a day, don't you? Want to get us next? Copy, yes. Hey D4, how's it going? Just making sure I'm supporting you, and hopefully everybody's been supporting back and forth. Yep. Let me just scroll up. You can tell me. I'm here. Listening. Wow. eBay takes 30%. Well, I think that's everything. Like with YouTube, if you get 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will take 30% of your super chat too. Out of the washer to put. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Fixed fee based on currency. Okay. That's cool. Plus 30 cents. Okay. So does anybody have any questions? We're going to see you guys later. Okay. Well, bye, Oreo Kid. And bye, Amanda. No, Amanda's still here. Just about busted my butt walking to the car. But just about busted my butt. But you almost fell on the road. Was it icy there? Yeah, today is not too bad. I mean, other than my driveway. I mean, we had lots of rain, and it was quite mild yesterday, so a lot of things melted. And then near the edges of the road, it's icy because that's where the puddles were. Huh. I'm just gonna move that a little bit. Yeah, unless you fall on at work, then you can get workers' comp. And then be justified to be at home. So don't hurt yourself at your house. Hurt yourself at work because they didn't put enough salt down or sand down. Mukbang, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, I guess it is a mukbang. I don't know. It's couscous with some mozzarella cheese and fried eggs. So, not traditional breakfast, but I'm hungry, so I was using leftover couscous, and my dad showed me how to do this years ago. drinking coffee. Gotta have coffee. So what is everybody doing this fine day? Today's my one day of the week I have absolutely nothing booked. Surprise. Let's check back when I see if you're still on. Okay, no problem, Amanda. You could keep me on your phone and just put your phone in your pocket, you know. Or do you use your work computer to check out my videos? Hi, Chavez. How's it going? Hi, Yvette. Intik Badeness. Sorry if I butchered that. I've tried to. I might just call you Yvette. Well, yeah. It's not that I don't have anything to do. It's more of a... I don't have outside of house commitments today. And my kids just informed me they have a short day today, so they're off school at like 1:30 because the grade 7s and 8s in the high school have parent-teacher interviews, so they want everybody out. I'm like, well, why does it affect the high school times? Because the 7-8 teachers are not the same as the high school teachers, and school ends at 2:10, I think. Hey, Yvette. Where are you from? Just gonna check if I'm supporting you. Please share the love. Support one another in here. Yep, I'm supporting you. Oh yes, because I'm like, I know your picture. You have a cute little picture with a little hat and winter coat with the fur around the neck there. I'm like, oh, it's cute. I'm like, yes, it's very fashionable and cute. I'm like, yeah, we don't. Here in Canada, when it's winter time, we're not for fashion. We're for not freezing our butts off. Working in the rain in Texas. What what do you do? Is it outside work? That you get all wet? See, I don't know. I don't know how people who do like construction and like roofers, especially here in the summertime, the only time they can do it is when it's not raining, right? But it's usually hot, and on the roof, we have like black or brown roof shingles. It's radiating the heat back. It gets super hot. I don't know how people do it. You know, I feel so bad when we do something like that. If we have to do outside work and we have to hire somebody, and when it's crazy hot, it's I just feel bad. You're a maintenance man, okay? So hopefully you have some maintenance stuff inside versus all of it outside. Your constitution in construction or in constitution? I think your autocorrect went wonky. Because I don't know what in constitution is. Unless it's supposed to be construction. Okay. I mean, are you in Texas too? Because I was going to say, those Texans are big about the Constitution and the freedom and the whole right to bear arms and all that stuff. 10:30. Oh yeah, you're in Asia, I think, right? Or um, what's it called? Whereabouts are you? I think Korea or Hong Kong. Okay, because I'm like, sorry, I apologize if I'm like, Asia. That's just over there. Across the pond. Actually, you're probably closer the other direction. Because it's 9:28 in the morning here. So you're about 11 hours away from us. Good morning, boy. South Carolina. Okay. Well, South Carolina, that's pretty good. I've been to North Carolina once. I went to Myrtle Beach when I was 9. Went to the Six Flags there. I don't even know what it was. That's all I remember was we went to Myrtle Beach. There was a Six Flags there. Had fun on roller coasters. And had very interesting dipped ice creams. So up here in Canada, we have Dairy Queen. And you dip your ice cream, like vanilla soft serve ice cream in the chocolate dip, and it's hard shell. There is another ice cream spot near me that also has a butterscotch dip you could do, and that's a local one. But I'd never seen that before, like when I was in a kid. Every YouTuber is from Canada. No. Creative Redundancy is, Oreo Kid is, and Jasmine is on here. All the rest are all over the place. Hi, Sylvain, Farmer Chick. But when we went to Myrtle Beach, they had like a Dickie D ice cream cart with the wheels, like it was on a bicycle and stuff, and they could soft serve ice cream, like it was a little cart thing. But they had all these flavors of hard chocolate or whatever dips. So like I got one when I was a kid. So I remember it was pineapple. So it was like yellow, and they dipped the soft serve ice cream in it. That came out and it was hard, like coating on it, and that was awesome. That's all. I've never seen it since. I have no idea. Like all I remember, that's what I remember of when I was a kid. We went on my first ever trip. I was 9. Went to Myrtle Beach. Went to a Six Flags there, and got ice cream, pineapple dipped ice cream. Okay, I don't know. People who are normally on my live stream, no, I don't say A all the time. But there are some that do say A. And I do say A sometimes, but it's not as often as TV portrays Canadians saying A. But we do think your beer is weak. Our beer is here. I don't drink beer. I had too much when I was younger. But I was never a big beer drinker. Our beer, is much stronger than your beer. This Canuck doesn't say A. Exactly. Whereabouts are you, Sylviane? I say A a little bit, but not. It's usually more of like a It's not as often. Oh, Jack Daniels. Yeah, well, Jack Daniels is good. We have Southern Comfort and Jack Daniels, and I love the Jack Daniels Fireball one there. The Jack Daniels Cinnamon. Oh my goodness, that stuff is good. That's better than Fireball. Sorry, I got to go. Got a bit to do if you're on. Okay. Well, thanks for popping on, Trickster Monster. About 2 hours from Canada. Wait, where are you in the state? You're in the States, I'm assuming. I'm only about an hour from Ogdensburg, New York. Hey, Anna, how's it going? You should do a video on it. Yeah, I don't know how to make moonshine or anything like that. So, but I do like my husband was big on Jack Daniels. Like when we first met, that was his alcohol of choice. I like rum. Um, Especially the spiced rum. But I do like the cinnamon flavored Jack Daniels, which tastes better than the Fireball. Sister Queen, Cali Beauty, and the Cargo. Yep. And Canadian vlogs also. Yep. Oh, cool, yes. Well, I was going to say the ones that have popped in here. It's too cold. I honestly find there's way more YouTubers from the States. But I seem to be finding them than the Canadian YouTubers when I pop into other people's live streams. From Buffalo, New York, moved to Rochester. Okay, cool. We get your TV channels up here. We used to get Rochester, New York all the time, where I live. Like when up here, if you don't have cable, you can get like antennas or whatever on your TV, and you get Rochester, New York. Like we're close enough to get Rochester, New York. We get CBC. We get TFO, which is the French channel. Hi, sweet queen. How's it going? And we get another Canadian channel on PBS. I think 4 channels if you don't have cable. I don't know. We just don't even connect to the antenna anymore. Like, we cut our cable 15 years ago, 14. And we just watch online. Sorry. Yeah, we have Rogers Wireless. We have Bell Wireless. And then there's some cheaper companies that are off of subsidiaries of those. Like there's Virgin, there's Fido, there's Voodoo or Zudu or something like that. Um, I have mine with Chatter, CHATR. And my husband has his Wind, which are like subsidiaries, like the cheaper companies of Rogers or Bell. And we have Virgin too. Like over there for my Rogers. Yeah. Our major ones are Rogers and Bell. They have their own like cell towers. The other ones just piggyback or buy time off them or don't know. Don't know how it works, but I know that in the States your cell phone services are much cheaper than here. Like we have our phones unlocked, so that we can, if we wanted to change services, we could. Oh, Brian and Joe are in Canada too? I think I'm following them. No, never lived in the States. I was born in the Bahamas, and only lived there for, I think I was a few weeks or a few months old when we moved up here. My dad's from the Bahamas, my mom's from Canada. But I have family in the States. My dad's sister and her family live in Homestead, Florida. No A, just ha ha ha. Yeah, no A's from me, or not many. I more go, well, I'm thinking, and honestly, sometimes I've seen it on my videos and my live streams. When I'm thinking, I look up, like to the back of my head, like trying to find the information there. Hi, Kansas Scratcher. How's it going? So are all your videos, you scratching, tickets? Kansas Scratcher? Or do you do, um, other stuff? I have an odd question. Is poutine really the stuff? Not trying to be stereotypical. Just one. No, but it's a common. You can go to any restaurant in Canada and get poutine. It's on the menu. It's. I have a video on making poutine, um, and it's really easy. It's not a staple. We can't eat it that often because it's fries, cheese curds, and gravy. Um, we'd all be like 1 billion pounds. Hi, Oreo Kid. But like if we, so, um, when like there's a Denny's here, which is an American chain. There's poutine as a side option. You add it. You could add like a poutine instead of fries for like $1 or two more. Any restaurant you go to, there'll be poutine. To the point that other ethnicities have, um, embraced the poutine and made it their own. So like there's an Italian poutine. So you got, fries, cheese, I think spaghetti sauce on it. Um, there's, um, a pierogi poutine where instead of fries they use pierogies and cheese curds and bacon and a gravy or sour cream. Um, a really good one, which you think is odd, but it's really good, is butter chicken poutine. So they take the fries, cheese curds, or melted, mozzarella, because some places don't use cheese curds, and they put the hot butter chicken and sauce on top of the fries. That is really, really good. It sounds odd, but I'm like, it's basically potatoes and cheese. What can go wrong with potatoes and cheese and stuff? Um, Another poutine we have. Sometimes there's bacon and sour cream thrown on top with the cheese and gravy. Um, Sometimes they'll have chicken or steak. You could throw them on. Like sometimes they'll have like these deluxe poutines. But any restaurant, like you can go to Montana's or even East Side Mario's. Okay, um, like pasta spots. If you get something with the fries, you can add a poutine. Can I make an apple pie? I can make an apple pie. I don't tend to do a lot of baking. I do them once in a while. Yes, poutine is awesome. And yes, everywhere you go, you can get a poutine. Like you can get a poutine at like Wendy's and McDonald's and, um, Harvey's and A&W, all the fast food joints. You can even get a no, you can't get a poutine at Subway. They don't have fries. Hey Mark, how's it going? For my prices, I can get a burger, fries, and a drink. Can go to Canada, get burgers, fries, drink 25 for 27. Yes. So McDonald's. Let's take a Big Mac combo with a regular drink and regular fries, so you're not upsizing nothing. A, a, a Big Mac combo regular price is about $10. Um, Maybe a little bit more at tax, but I think it's about $8.99 or whatever plus tax, so it's about $10. You go to a restaurant, any restaurant, for a burger and fries, and doesn't include a drink. Like you go to a diner, you are paying at least $12, if not about $16 Canadian, for just a burger. Because they compare it like a sit down restaurant. They compare it to like another entree, and the entrees at these sit down restaurants, the cheapest is about maybe 10, $12. You can't get anything under $10 at most places. And it doesn't include your drink. To about 25, and even at 25, that's when you're getting the steak, possibly lobster, or like expensive ingredients, or possibly like shrimp stuff. like a surf and turf or something like that. But you could be getting up to $30, and this is just a regular everyday type of restaurant. If you go to the fancy restaurants, like don't try and find anything under $20. Like you can get a burger there for $20, but it's a fancy burger with like au jus and Dijon and you know, and it won't have much stuff on the plates. Those fancy restaurants, I don't go to those very often. I like to make sure that I don't mind spending good money at a restaurant, but I also want to make sure that when I'm done eating at the restaurant, I'm actually full. Because we've gone to places where um, we've ordered food and sometimes we've like ordered an appetizer and then a meal, and we're still hungry. When we're still hungry, we have to go to McDonald's afterwards because they give you like these little tiny portions. I'm sorry, that is not going to fill me. Not at all. Or they give you like 3 carrots. I'm like, where's the rest of them? Like, so, yeah, our prices are significantly different. Went to root beer last year. It wasn't as good as we. So, to get real, the A&W root beer is good. If you're gonna go to A&W, get it in a frosted glass, and it makes it taste so much better. I'm a big guy. I don't do small. No, I like to, I have no problem paying good money for good food. Like, if we go to a steakhouse, I know that, like, I'm going to be paying $30 for my meal. But I'm also going to be getting a steak, probably a baked potato, probably a side salad, and that's going to fill me up. Like, the amount of food that they put on the plate, like, that there's usually not room for dessert, right? Which I don't mind. I don't need dessert. Um, if I actually want dessert, I go to a restaurant and just get dessert, because whenever we go for food, I always get filled up on the food, and there's no room for dessert. Yeah, I do. I like all-you-can-eat places, especially like our go-to places lately have been all-you-can-eat sushi dim sum places. Yes, we're paying more. We're paying about $25 to $30 per person, but that includes the drink. That also includes ice cream at the end. You can choose another dessert too, like on the menu. But you can order what you actually want, and you can order as much as you actually want. So if you just want to sit there and eat salmon sushi all day, you could. But we like to have a variety and stuff. See, we don't have Golden Corral. You have an A&W. So, A&W, okay, I have to say, only thing I like really at A&W, their onion rings are the bomb. Like, they're the best thing since sliced bread. And I do like their root beer in a frosted cup. If it's just in the takeout cup, it's just like the same as A&W root beer that you can buy at the store. You go to all-you-can-eat sushi place, and it's $12 per person. So, yeah, all-you-can-eat sushi places here for supper is about 22 to 30, depending on the places. If you can go there at lunch, so it used to be a little bit cheaper. It used to be like 18, but now it's gone up the last few years, because I think people caught on how good a deal it was. So, but lunchtime, they are about $15, which, if you're going to go for lunch with colleagues, you're going to pay $15 anywhere. Like, at any sit-down place, because the entrees are like $10 to $15. So, I'd rather pay $15 and know that I can keep eating what I want and order more. Yeah, $25. So my thing is, I have 2 kids. They're teenagers. They eat like adults. My oldest daughter, though, doesn't like seafood. But places that we go for all-you-can-eat sushi and dim sum, they have things like cowboy roll, which is like the Korean barbecue ribs inside the sushi, and they have um, pork shumai and pork dumplings and pot stickers, as well as like she likes the cucumber rolls and stuff like that too. Have you ever been to Wahlburgers? I have never even heard of Wahlburger. I live in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, so I don't know where. I'll go try and Google it. I've just never I've never even heard of it. Wahlburger. Apparently there's one in Toronto. Wahlburgers. WHL Burgers. Okay. It's a Boston burger restaurant. There's one in Toronto. Yeah. But it's from Boston, so it's American. So, okay, go. Apparently, Wahlburgers has compromise thingies on it. I don't know. Oh, that stupid thing. Yep. When I go to Toronto, like we go to Toronto every year, um, usually because my daughter goes to a music summer camp in Brantford, so we have to go from Ottawa to Toronto and then change trains and go to Brantford. So we go to Toronto every summer for at least a couple of days, if not, if we do it as a vacation for a week or so. But when we go to Toronto, we don't go for burgers. We go and we check out Chinatown and stuff because their Chinatown is much bigger than Ottawa's one, and they have a lot of little like niche little spots. And we'll go to like they have a few really good all you can eat sushi spots. On the wall. There's a Wahlburger. Yeah, Toronto. I don't know. I've never heard of them. Toby Keith's. Oh yeah, go make food. I told you guys, when you come to my live streams, everything will revolve around and come back to food. That's why I got some food, because I needed to eat something, because I knew my brain was thinking about food. But we're not, like, for us, burgers is just burgers. We've had some really good burgers at, like, a lot of sit-down restaurants, but we don't, but that's usually our go-to thing if there's nothing on the menu that um, that we're interested in, or if there's stuff on the if we want to keep it cheap, we'll get a burger because a burger is usually under $15. So we'll say, let me get to choose a burger, and we know that burger and fries or burger and whatever side will fill you up. Does your family barbecue? Yes. Well, we barbecue also in the wintertime too. But I don't like to because I'm the barbecue person. So I barbecued when it was torrential rain. And actually, what's funny is in the summertime, whenever I do plan to barbecue, like I'll get steaks because steaks really are good on the barbecue. Or if I'm doing kebabs, you're almost guaranteed that when I have it on the menu to have a barbecue, it is going to rain. um, I can barbecue all year round, even when it's minus 30. I just choose not to. My neighbor, three doors down, he has his barbecue in his double car garage. He lifts it up and rolls it onto his driveway, and he's been barbecuing all year round. Yeah. I swear. Well, see, we don't do a lot of socializing. We're not just like we're homebodies, so we don't usually go out and do stuff and unless it's family stuff. And when we meet up with friends, we tend to go out to like a restaurant or to a movie or something like that. We're not necessarily like party people. So, and our friends aren't necessarily party people either. morning, Jevon. How's it going? Yes, and very similar. Oh, it's our dollar's gone up. It was $1.20 at the beginning of the year, $1.20 or $1.21. But $1.12 is not bad. Last summer, though, our dollar was almost at par. So if Burger and Canada is 15, if I pay probably at least $12 American. And then you have tax. So there's food here in Ontario. There's GST and HST, which combined is like 13%. And then, but if your food is under, I think $5, you only get charged one of the taxes. But if you go to a grocery store and you buy food, as long as it's not convenience type food, you don't get taxed. There's no taxes on food like fruit, vegetables, meat, but there's taxes on things like rotisserie chicken because it's prepared there. Also things like toilet paper and feminine product. What, is toilet paper still taxed? I have to check my receipts on toilet paper. I know there's been discussion the past year of having toilet paper not taxed. They finally got feminine products as not taxed because, basically the things that they tax are what they say are not necessities. Necessities are not taxed. So they apparently think that toilet paper is not a necessity. But feminine products are a necessity if you're a female. Oh yes, gas per liters. So right now, let me see what the gas is. I know, last time I was in somebody's car, we drove by a gas station, was Sunday, and it was $1, I think $1.20 per liter. Yeah, your gas is cheaper with gas. Hey Google, what is the gas prices in Ottawa?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
Oh, you don't know. Gas price in Ottawa. Yeah, we have a website here that says Gas Buddy. So the lowest gas prices, and it's funny, this is just in my city. Lowest gas prices go from $1.09 to $1.17 per liter within a few kilometers. So, hey Google, what is $1.09 per liter in gallons?
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Oh yeah, no, your gas is always cheaper. So for example, even when our dollar's not so great, we'll sometimes do cross-border shopping because it's only an hour away from where I am to Ogdensburg, New York. So if my friend goes down, whenever she goes down with like half a thing of gas. We do our grocery shopping or whatever, and we come back up, and we always fill up on gas down there because it's something like a couple dollars per gallon, and your gallon is 4 liters of us, roughly. Because when we buy milk in 4 liters. It has 3 bags that equal 4 liters, which is like a gallon. Roughly 4 liters. I'll ask Google. Hey Google, how many liters are in a gallon?
1 U.S. liquid gallon equals 3.785 liters.
3.785 liters is in 1 gallon. It's kind of like 2.2 pounds is in 1 kilogram. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. No, $1.09 times 3.78. Hey Google, what is 109 times 378.
The answer is 41,202.
So 410, roughly. 410 roughly as at the cheapest, and add 20 cents per liter. So 410 to about $5. Yeah, no, it's expensive here. That's why people are always looking at trying to save money on gas. Like, so they, I have friends. So where I live in Canada, which is the west end suburb of Ottawa, in Canada North, there is a huge high-tech industry. It's called like Silicon Valley of the North, okay? And that's where all the high-tech companies, like we have BlackBerry, which is, what's it now? You know, and then there's Epson, and there's Google, we have um, Amazon, and like all these other companies too. Like the ones that build aviation stuff, but it's all like high-tech. And people will look at, if they live in Canada or in Ottawa, if they work there, they'll look at how long it takes them to drive to work to factor that in to their income. So anybody that works downtown will usually just drive to a park and ride and take the bus because it's less gas, less parking, etc. We got a 65-gallon water tank for the chickens. Wow, that's a big tank. Food like you does somebody else tell me? No, not really. Back in the day, we used to get food stamps. If you were on welfare, you used to be able to get some food stamps, but now you don't. Each city has like a food pantry that's run by volunteers. It's charity. You get, if you're on assistance or welfare or disability, you get your monies. That's supposed to pay for your rent and bills and food. It's never enough. Like it's actually better for you to be on disability, which is you'd get in Ontario. You get about $1,200 a month on disability. If you are living at home or with family, you would still get $800. If you are on welfare or Ontario Works, you would get for individual person, you'd get about $600, give or take. You can't find an apartment for that. You can't find hardly any rooms for that. Like you could find a room for rent maybe for $500. Um, an apartment, a one-bedroom apartment or bachelor apartment, is like $900. Um, it so if you're on assistance, you usually try and find roommates and get like a townhouse or something because you're going to be paying $1,200 to $1,600 for a townhouse. But if you have three people living there, that works out to be much less than each individual buying like a one-bedroom apartment. And that's how they kind of work out that they can get a little bit more money to spend on stuff. But yeah, if you're on assistance, you are going to be accessing the food cupboard. We do have other programs available if you are on assistance. Like we have a snowsuit fund, so like for kids in families, and also the parents too, sometimes they can access it and get a free snowsuit, free brand new snowsuit. At Christmas time there's Toy Mountain, so you can sign up and get toys for your kids and stuff like that. You can give them a wish list, but you might not get things on your wish list. Plus, at Christmas time and Easter and Thanksgiving, you can sign up for your local food cupboard Christmas hamper or Easter hamper, where you get a turkey dinner and all the trimmings and a little something. But that's charity. It's not government run. Now these food cupboards do get funding and grants from the government because the government knows that we need this stuff. But there's not food assistance. Like we don't have I've heard you guys have a SNAP benefits or that. No, you can get a little bit increase in your assistance, like say if you're a new mom, like you're breastfeeding or you have had a baby, your assistance will be raised because of diapers and stuff like that. Or if you have dietary needs, like for example, if you are lactose intolerant or have to be gluten free because of health needs, you will gain, let's say, $150 per month on your bill because they know that those things cost more money. But there are a lot of programs out there in the big cities, like there's soup kitchens or sometimes church dinners. Like at my church, it combines with another church that once a month they'll do an open table. It's a free dinner, non-denominational. You just come, and it's like a turkey dinner or a roast beef dinner or lasagna, like a big family style meal. And you come and you can get food. It's geared for people who can't afford stuff or are on assistance, but you could be whoever and pop in there. And there's a lot of times a lot of seniors will go because there's always some sort of live music being played, and there's usually some tables might set up like some board games like checkers or that in the background. Oh, hi Tony Killer, drink coffee, and they'll set that up so that like seniors will have some social interaction with people. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Lady B. Nice for you to pop by. Yeah, I keep on popping on your channel. So I've just been talking about food assistance and stuff because somebody asked about it. People use public transit a lot. Well, so if you live in Toronto, you definitely need public transit. Here in Ottawa, we do. Um, our public transit is not as good as Toronto because we're just getting the O train to go actually places where people want to go, which is just above ground subway type thing. But yeah, I use public transit because I don't drive. But people I know that work downtown, they'll drive to the park and ride, and because it's free parking, and then they'll buy a bus pass, which is about 100 or 120 for the month. If you were paying for parking downtown anywhere, you're paying minimum $10 a day for parking, if not 15. So if you work 20 days a year, which is 5 days a week, you're paying $200 a month minimum in parking. So it's just cheaper to do bus. It takes you longer though. I've been to Niagara Falls. I haven't been on the American side of Niagara Falls because the time that we went to Niagara Falls, we hadn't gotten our passports yet. Yes, been out of the country many times in the last 6, 7 years. Well, when I was 9, I went to Myrtle Beach. Went to a Six Flags there when I was 9 for I don't know if it was a week. Last summer went to the Dominican Republic. And then a couple of years ago went to Cuba. And then about 5 years ago, we did a cruise with Carnival, which went to a bunch of Caribbean islands in Puerto Rico and like Trinidad, Tobago, no, Turks and Caicos, Puerto Rico. There was the Carnival Island in the Bahamas. Like we never actually went further into Bahamas. Mexico, Belize, and there was another one, but it stopped for the day, and that was really nice. And then went a few years ago. Let's see, My girls are 16, so they were 6 and 8. So about 8 years ago, we went to Disney in Florida. Disneyland, Disney World. We did that for 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. It was 2 weeks in total, but I think it was like 11 days at the parks. You lived in Toronto, have been for 1 year. On the Canada side, not Canada side, on the Canada side, or are you um, on the American side? Because there's Niagara Falls, which is kind of near Toronto, and Niagara Falls is on both sides. North Carolina, cool. So, who here has been to Canada? Who here has heard of Ottawa? I'm eating couscous with fried egg and cheese. Haha. You've been there. See, most people haven't heard of Ottawa. So, Ottawa is Canada's capital. It's where the prime ministers and all the parliament buildings are. It's where all the decisions get made. Where all the dignitaries, when they do come. Like the Queen will come here, and then it usually goes to Toronto or whatever. But cool. See, last time, like when I was a kid, when we went to the States, you didn't need a passport. Now you do. Well, Canada is really nice. It's very similar to the States. So my experience from the States and Canada, it's similar. Like the people are about the same. But from my experience, it might be different than yours, is that people in Canada tend to be more social or more nice. That, if you're lost, we might actually go up to you and say, like, where are you looking for? Like, we'll come and talk to you. Like, if you're looking at all these buildings and trying to find the address, I'm like, can I help you? While we've done that in the States and in other countries, and nobody's coming up to offer us help. Born in Montreal, cool. Yeah, well, okay. We do have our, arseholes, here too, but majority of people are usually nice, or we don't try to be mean, and if we are mean, it's not usually our intent. You know what I'm saying? Um, you knew it's the capital. Well, at least you knew it was the capital. So most people think Toronto is the capital of Canada because everything happens in Toronto. So Toronto is like the Hollywood. Toronto and Vancouver are and Montreal are like the Hollywoods of Canada. All the movies that get made, like for the theater and stuff like that, are made in those places, because it's cheaper to make movies here in Canada than it is in the States. So they'll do a lot of it stuff, and what's nice about doing in Canada is that we have so much green space. Like once you're out of the city, there's country, okay, and then there's city, and then there's country, right? So like you can travel, 2 or 3 hours out of any of the major cities, and you're hitting country that you're not seeing houses on the road. You're just seeing trees, and you're seeing mountains and hills and stuff like that. Like, because it's just like everybody's in the city, and there's a few people in the country. Like, you can travel and you cannot be seeing neighbors. And if you live in the country, you're living out in the country. Like, you have to drive a significant amount to go to a little town that might have a corner store that you can get food and stuff at, or you have to drive to the big city. Hi, Steve. Originally in Canada, States, the border in Canada seems. Yeah, I think we're nicer. It sometimes, just like from my experience, like you're not. So we've traveled to the States a few times, and we'll go to like hotels and stuff, and we've done hotels in Canada. The staff at the hotels in Canada are much more pleasant than the staff at the hotels in the States. And we've gone to like restaurants and everything like that. And or if we've asked questions, people when we've gone to the States have been all like rolling their eyes like a tourist. I'm like, yes, we've come to your country to go spend our money in your country. But yes, please tell us where to spend it. You know, like that's why I don't understand that concept of being like rude to tourists. Like, well, here in Canada, we want you to come and spend your money here because that helps our jobs, right? And we do it vice versa. Come from away from the kindness of people in Gander. Yep. And Newfoundland is its own little um, ecosystem. So the people from Newfoundland are very pleasant to tourists and people coming there. If you go to live there, it might take them a while to get used to you because you're not from the island, right? But they're very pleasant, and they'll give the shirt off their back, and they're one of the poorest places in Canada. That's not like on the reserves or way, way, way up north. Because of being on Newfoundland, the island, everything is still more expensive. Like for in the wintertime, sometimes food can't make it into Newfoundland. So they rely on canned food. So like my friend has her fiance's from Newfoundland, and she went to visit last Christmas. They literally got stuck in Newfoundland for an extra 4 days because the ferry could not let them come. Like they drove there, so they can't take a plane home, right? They got stuck there for another 4 days because the ocean and that was too rough for the boats. Um, and she said, like, they didn't drink cream in their coffee; they used condensed milk, and that was just normal. And also they got a lot of their milk was the UHV or the cartons, the Tetra Packs. Hello. I haven't seen that movie, but that does look good. I saw when it happened, and that is how it happened. It would happen anywhere. So, in a time of disaster, Canada, the community that happens disaster, we all go and try and help. Like here in Ottawa last year, there was a whole bunch of flooding from the Ottawa River, and and people from all over the city went and helped and bailed people water, filling up sandbags, taking people like families and people into their homes because they were flooded, and people were living in people's homes for weeks or months. You know, so like that's kind of just what we do. And that's why when there's major national disasters that happen in the States, because we don't get a lot of them up here in Canada because most of the major national disasters are like earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes and all that stuff. And by the time it comes up to Canada, it's diminished to being just a bad storm. And we don't have really major earthquakes up here. We have maybe a bit over in BC, but they're not as major as in California because you're really on that fault line. Oh, I'm just catching up here. Hey, Puppy's Breath, how's it going? Yeah, we're talking about Newfies. Yeah, we were just talking about the movie with the new with 9/11 and all those planes being diverted to Gander. And Gander's a little tiny place. Like it's like there was more people on those planes than those that lived in the town. Okay? Like um personally here in Ottawa, the coldest I've experienced was about minus 45 degrees Celsius. Hey Google, what is minus 45 degrees Celsius?
Minus 45 degrees Celsius equals minus 49 degrees Fahrenheit.
So minus 49 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about the coldest I've ever experienced here. and that's with the wind chill. So this past Christmas, it was crazy cold. It was between minus 31 and minus 40 without the wind chill. So it was like minus 41 to minus 44 with the wind chill. This over the Christmas holidays, which is like really unheard of. We usually get like 1 or 2 days versus like 2 weeks of that. But the further north you get, and also out in the prairies, you can get much colder because the prairies, it's completely flat. So that wind just like goes. So there's nothing stopping the wind. Like, yes, there's trees, but then, the wind, so it might be minus 40, minus, say, 38, but with the wind chill, it's like minus 45 easily. And that's normal. Um, but I've never gone up north, like northern Ontario. Really, the furthest north I've been was Thunder Bay, which, yeah, the Arctic chill is really cold. Sherry, that's awesome. Well, because I'm kind of loud. What's funny is we have a Google here. We have a Google in my bedroom. We have a Google in the basement. We have Googles in both the kids' room. And when I usually talk, because I talk loud to this Google, other Googles start talking too. So it's really funny when I ask it to play music off the Play Store. If I'm saying, oh, play 80s rock, it'll play. And other channels, other ones are playing it off by a few minutes. So, and it's usually starting off at the first song. So, yeah, I'm strange. I'm loud sometimes. That's the coldest I've ever experienced. -7. Wow. -7 degrees Fahrenheit? Hey Google, what's -7 degrees Fahrenheit?
-7 degrees Fahrenheit equals -21.667 degrees Celsius.
That's our average Christmas. That's our average winter. I figure so. Anything between -10 and -20 degrees Celsius is our average winter temperatures. If it's -10, it like people go skiing in -10 degrees if it's sunny out with possibly like ski pants and like a t-shirt. Okay, they're crazy, but because they're working up a sweat, so they're getting really hot. Usually with a toque to cover their head, or well, now you're supposed to wear ski helmets. Back when I was skiing, back when I was a kid, you didn't have to wear helmets. There was a lot more concussions then too. But an average, it's -15. That's just a normal day. I think that was the temp yesterday, -7 degrees Fahrenheit. Actually, it was warm yesterday. Yesterday was 8. Hey Google, what is 8 degrees Celsius?
8 degrees Celsius equals 46.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's 46 degrees Fahrenheit here yesterday. Hey, Socially Obscure, how's it going? Heavy sleeper. Yes, the basement Google is a little spaced out. Well, it was having troubles, so this past month of helping support other YouTube channels by watching them has put a strain on our band. Like, yes, we have unlimited um, uh, download, like data, but my husband informed me only afterwards that if we keep that if I was using it a lot, um, we have unlimited up to, like, say, 100 gigs or whatever. I don't know what it is, a certain number, and then after that, it kind of tethers it and makes it slow it down a bit. Well, me helping out other YouTubers like yourselves, watching their playlists and that, and helping them trying to get to their 4,000 hours, because I was doing like 8 channels a night, ate up a lot of our bandwidth. So until the new month starts, our bandwidth is a little bit tethered. So, and then once the month starts, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be watching 8 or 9 channels at once again. I will still continue watching my channels because it never happened before. But this past month, since, well, this February, because it's, it really kicked in. Haven't seen Trendy. No, haven't seen her. Doing the same thing. We used 8 gigabytes. They tether it down yeah, because I don't know the numbers. Like my husband tried to explain it to me, and I'm like, too many numbers, too much details. Okay, I will stop doing 8 channels at night. I'm like, okay, because then that was what was happening. Was if I was same thing here. If I'm doing live stream, if my kids are trying to watch TV because it's connected to the internet too, um, they can get the movie or whatever show playing. But sometimes when they want to pause it and get restarted, if I'm doing live stream, sometimes it's affecting it now. Which should hopefully, so that's why I'm doing live streams. Like when my husband's not home and not using the computers, because he also needs the computers for his work. And that's why he has a 24-port hub downstairs, because he has 24 different things plugged into his computer, and we've never had a problem with the bandwidth before until I started watching people's YouTubes. So hopefully everybody appreciates all the watch time. But now that the whole timeline is gone, it can be back to normal, and I'll get back to my normal of watching my subscribers, like people I'm subscribed to, and people, their channels. I try and watch at least 1 or 2 videos a week of everybody, and comment and like, and sometimes more, sometimes more often. Depends on how I go through the list. Oh, I try. Like I go through my list, I'll show you what I do. What I do. Haha. Yes, I'm immature. I burnt all the bandwidth on my phone too. Good on. See, yeah, I burnt all mine on the phone too, because I was doing my phone, and yeah. Where's my channel? I'm trying to get to my channel. I'll show you what I do. Appreciate you watching. I'm going to continue to binge watch people's list. Help them make the requirement someday. Exactly. Like, that's the thing, is that we just need to keep on supporting one another. And, if you have people that are supporting you, definitely support them. Watch their playlist. Now, the thing is, FYI, you can only watch a video once with your IP address in your account. If you watch it a second time, it doesn't count as watch time. You'd have to sign out of your account for it to count as watch time, or change your, well, also I think also possibly change your IP, just to let you know, because somebody was saying, oh, that they have a playlist of everybody's channel and they watch it over and over the past like 20 days. And I'm like, well, it only counted the first time, unless you are not in your account and you're watching from a non-account or from a different account. Did you hear some people? Yes, so some people are losing some of their watch time because, so there are some people out there that bought watch time, or they bought bots or bought subscriptions, and those bots or those bot watch times, hey Anna, have those ones the um, YouTube has been finding and removing them. So if you all of a sudden, and also for subscriptions, anybody um, that have like fake accounts or whatever that they've subscribed to, they've been removed of subscriptions. And also, I don't think you see the private subscriptions on your subscription list. So you could have probably like a thousand subscribers, but if 200 of them are private and they're not showing, they're not going to count on your list either. As for watch time, um, sometimes there had been some things, some people's watch time was being affected. I don't like some people lost it because it was either bought, like there was this whole YouTube deadline thing made people find creative ways to get their time and their subscriptions. Like I saw online that you could buy 1,000 subscribers, like through like eBay or something like that, or Amazon or something like that. I'm like, you could have. I don't know how, and why would anybody spend $30 to buy 1,000 subscribers? Because that's just numbers. That doesn't really help you at all. But you could also buy, I think, watch time, like where you'd have a computer bot just watching your videos or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy, and I'm like, people are paying. So this is the part that like completely boggles my mind. Like people are spending like real money for virtual things so that they can be monetized to make like 1/100th of a penny. Okay, so they're spending dozens of money, like $30 or whatever, to get that. Paying to get them a million. Exactly. And because there's something special at a million. I don't know what that special is, other than you get a plaque with a million. Get it right? Well, exactly. Like in any society, there are cheaters. There's been cheaters when we were in school. There was kids that cheated. Sometimes it was like the sports teams that they would cheat on tests and stuff, and they cheated. Um, in a workplace, there are people that you work with that are cheaters. They either take credit for somebody else's work, and not give them rightful credit, or the people that will fluff themselves up and say that they have all these credentials, and honestly, they have bupkis. It's kind of like, when you get your first job, you kind of embellish your resume. And in any place, in any country, in any form, you're going to have people that want the easy way out, um, and they want it now. That's why the diet industry is as it is, because everybody's looking for that quick fix pill to make them 110 pounds. I'm sorry. The only way to do that is to just not eat forever and just that's the only way. You get to that point, you'll just starve yourself to death. Like that's so the problem is you need to separate yourself from those people who are cheaters to the people that are real content creators, to real people that actually want to engage with you as a person, engage with you as a community, support you however you want to be supported. Because these bots, these people who are cheaters and who are just looking for subs or just looking for watch time for without any substance, they're the ones that are going to get their channels taken away if they've been caught purchasing. Because this is the thing. I don't understand. I'm not a techie. My hubby's a techie, but there's ways you can track these things. Like I don't know how, but there's ways. If you're any type of techie, you are going to find it. A way to track it. Oh, what is the text here? Oh, getting new people and getting to know them. Exactly. Well, then, for example, if I was at 3,900 watch time, if I put like a live stream out there saying, hey, If anybody has any time, go and watch my channel. Give me that extra push. Maybe we can do it by the weekend. Blah 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 blah, and do all this thing. That's fine. But some of these channels, all they were doing, like, I don't think I'm doing it per se, but all they were doing was they were doing kind of like live streams and begging people for watch time. I say, if you have time, I'm not forcing you. I'm here to share the love, to have everybody kind of support one another. And I hope that there's more interaction with my live streams and my channel that's more than just numbers. Because I'm not about numbers. Because really, I'm not making money off YouTube. Like, the pennies, the hundredths of a penny on a video, I don't have the watch time for that. I don't have the people watching my channel. That even with my subscriptions moving up and my watch time moving up, I literally made like $4 this whole time. Well, exactly, and some people were running streams. Well, and then I read somewhere that sometimes some of the streams were not being counted as watch time or something. And that in and of itself, yeah, I've heard Steam it pays better, but it also doesn't have the platform of viewers. So, um, like I have heard some people who produce their videos on YouTube and then also put on Steam it, and they might double dip and get that. More power to them. I have a hard enough time. Like, it's kind of like having two channels. Like, I don't have two channels. I have one channel. My channel is always going to be all what is very eclectic. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. But people have like a cooking channel and a vlog channel and a cleaning channel or whatever. And I'm like, I have a hard enough time just remembering my one channel than to figure out something else and put content on multiple platforms. I just don't have the time. I haven't had enough time putting content on one platform. But if I was really trying to make money, I would. It's hard to rencier. And you're back with coffee. Yes, retired and prepping, from what I've read, and this is straight from YouTube if you can Google it, that if your channel is set to private, and your subscriptions are set to private, if you're set to private, you subscribe, say, to my channel, YouTube doesn't see that you're subscribed to my channel. So you can be subscribed to my channel, but YouTube doesn't say that you're my, like, 900th subscriber. If you keep your subscriptions private too, YouTube has a hard time accessing who's subscribed to your channel because it's set private, and so your numbers will be off. That is what I read, or the gist of it. I don't have enough time in the day. Exactly. Well, I hope you do get your first one up because I'm a follower of yours. Yes. Yeah, but you already okay. You have no content, but you have 786 followers. So there's 786 people that think that you should have channels. So, I mean, look, you have 768. You have almost as much as me, and I have like 78 hours of videos. So people like you, so that means that people see that you're participating in live streams, or you're participating on comments on their channel, and they are subscribing to you. So you don't even have anything on your channel, and you almost have like half of the requirements, which boggles my mind too. Two of them, people sharing is funny. Well, yes. Well, she's like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm subscribed to her. Why? Not because she has videos, because she doesn't have any, but because I want to support her, because she's supporting me. You're gonna be the guinea pig then. You can teach us. Okay, I look at my recommends and pick one and watch if I like it. If I go back, if not, forget it. Well, I hope you do get one up, even if it's just like I don't think you can do live streams until your channel is active for 30 days or something. I don't know. Well, exactly. I see her. I see her in mine all the time, and I've seen you in other channels too. Because, I mean, that's why we gave you a wrench, because we're like, well, you're supporting us in our channel. I've seen you. I can't remember whose channel, but I've seen you in like at least two others. Well, yeah, you need 10,000 views. 10,000 views for the to get to live stream. Oh, is it 10,000 views as well, or is that? You'll know when you're ready. Yeah, you'll know when you're ready, Sherry. When, even if it's just a 2-minute intro of, "Hi, I'm Sherry. I live in wherever you live. um, I like doing crafts or whatever. How's your day?" Or like a channel, or do the 10 questions about me, and or the 30 things about me video as a video. And some people, if they're camera shy, I have like at least 4 or 5 channels that I have no clue what these people look like, because their channel is about stuff in front of them. You sometimes see their hands, and like, so it could be, say for example, like on one cooking channel I'm on, I watch. I love the show. Like, I mean, the food's fabulous, and the video is great. All I see is the type of shirt she's wearing. I hear her voice. I see the shirt she's wearing, and I see her hands. I never see her face. Like her channel, I can't remember what this one of ones. Like her channel picture is even if I think food. I still watch, and she has like lots of views because. But I'm guessing she's camera shy. Because there's some people, like myself, who are, say, plus size women, who, we are self-conscious and don't want to be on the camera, because apparently the camera adds 10 more pounds, which I like need more, 10 more pounds, like a hole in the head. But, people are mean. I have, knock on wood, I'm going to knock on wood right now, I haven't in my comments on my videos received really mean comments. If I did, I have received some naughty comments in my live streams, but I'm guessing those are from like 12-year-old boys or something stupid like that. But I've seen some people break down, like on a live stream or on a video, of the mean comments that people will put on a video. But if you're worried, one channel I know, like they do a cooking show, and it's a guy, it's a plus size guy and his wife, but it's mostly him cooking. He's disabled comments on most of his videos because the comments were being mean, and he has children followers that live down the street from him and commented to him, "How come all these people are being mean to you?" So he disabled the comments, and you could do that too. Old, bald, and chicken. Ugh. Yes, but you could do a Mr. Clean video. If you're bald, you may as well rock it, right? Or Jean-Luc Picard. And you're a great guy. I mean, you're always in here and helping out. Okay, you're not just in here. You're sometimes in here and in another live stream modding at the same time. Look like crap on camera, so has to make more videos. Um, I'm not like a size 2 model either, so I mean, I don't look like completely hideous, except for sometimes when I've tried to do early morning or late night live streams, uh, but you can do it without even showing your face. Exactly. You're always supporting people. And you too should put some videos up. I mean, um, Socially Obscure on his other channel has some videos up, but you don't see his face. Well, sometimes you see his nose. And what will help you anyway? I can't see. Yep. Oh well, thank you, Sherry. I don't think so. I don't think I'm completely hideous, but I definitely don't think I'm beautiful. Considering I've, well, I tried to use makeup in high school and it didn't work out. So I've never really put makeup on, other than maybe lipstick and mascara if I was going to a wedding or something. You are. Oh, thank you, Social Obscure. Looking for the mark. Hey, I have lines today. You can't connect the dots, but you can maybe draw a picture with the zebra stripes. do, do, do. Yeah, but I'm feeling I'm feeling a little bit on the old side sometimes. So, but I think it's more my body just doesn't like me. My body thinks it's old. My brain thinks it's 12. Coffee. Yeah. And having teenagers makes me feel old. I'm like, especially when we're talking about, because it's now course selections for next year for high school. Technically, my oldest might graduate next year. I mean, if she has all the credits this year, she's already ready for graduation. My youngest is going to take an extra year to graduate just because she needed extra time. Instead of taking 4 credits, she's taking 3 each term, so she can have a spare to do the extra work because she needs it for the braille instruction and stuff like that. Yeah, 2 teenage girls. That in itself drives me batty because of all the drama. Drama, drama, drama. But I'm like, that means next year at this time, or no, not even this time, next year, like this year, this fall, my oldest could potentially be making decisions of going to college, university. I mean, she'd probably go to college because um, she's doing the applied stream, which is more hands-on and stuff like that. And what she likes to do is more hands-on. And she has a learning disability of like just a language-based one, but she has great problem-solving skills and stuff. I keep on trying to encourage her to go in like construction or that because she took construction and automotive this year, and she did fabulous in both of them. So they're hands-on, but she goes she doesn't want to do that because it involves stuff outside. Even though she was really good with mechanics and stuff like that, and she loved the hands-on, and she loved the doing things. She did not necessarily like the um, attention from boys. Let's put it that way, because she's a pretty girl, right? And she's smart. But she also with construction, she didn't want to have to work outside when it's hot or when it's cold. But I retired in prep, and thanks for coming by. And for automotive, even though I'm like, well, automotive that's mostly inside. She goes, yeah, but she goes, she doesn't. Sometimes she didn't have the strength to do the like she knows how to now change a tire and change the oil in the car. I don't know how to do either of those. But she said sometimes with the wrench thing on the bolts on the wheel, she didn't have that extra upper body strength to make it like that first little oomph to get it undone. But her her teacher kept on coming in, bumping into me like in the hallway, saying, "Oh my God, I love Rowan. She's awesome in the class. She's always good doing her work. She pays attention. She's on task. She's not like some of the boys are being crazy. But you're leaving me 50 chickens in the hen house. Well, you have a wonderful day." But right now she's doing co-op at a local elementary school, working with kids who have either disabilities or have IEPs. So she's helping. That's another thing that she likes to do. She's good with kids with disabilities and understands them and has the patience. Hey, Eddie Gomez, how's it going? I don't know if I've seen you in here before. Let's see. Let's see if I'm already following you, or if you're new. Hey, you're new, but you don't have any content yet. How's it going? Oh, I'm beautiful? Thank you. Buttoned Eddie Howie. Hey? I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm having coffee, like always. See, my daughter's cup. Love you to the moon and back. I'm gonna go top it up. So, feel free to chat. Also, if you have any questions for me, type them in there and I'll get right back. Is that still cooking? Oh. heated my coffee and got some more. Coffee, coffee, coffee. So what did I miss? Hey boy, you're back? Yes, Sherry is awesome in supporting new channels. If you have an Android phone, I posted a tutorial how to put any song on your phone for free. Cool. Yeah, we have Android phones. Actually, my ringtone on my phone is AC/DC Thunderstruck right now. Sometimes it's Hell's Bells, but it's mostly Thunderstruck. Then I know it's my phone ringing. The boy is back. Had to eat. Well, yes. You always come into my live streams or are watching my videos with a full tummy or with snacks. I should have that as a warning. I should have like a, please grab snack and coffee before coming. Alright, sounds great. I will see you soon. Yeah, I don't know. I only started doing live streams like, I think the first one I did was like in October. But I only had one person show up. So. I should add it into the description area. Buying a drone. Cool. Cool. I did not know that. Well, Steve, every time you come in here, you're like, I'm going to buy something. I mean, I convinced you to buy a Google Home. So now you're buying a drone. Are you going to do some video with it? Because that is another one. Drone videos are really cool. It's just shopping. Oh, you're like my husband going on like Amazon and going, ooh, pretty, sure, shiny. Virtual. Yes, it saves lots of money when you just virtually do it. Oh, I'm going to have to let you go because the number that just tried to call me is the school's number, so there must be something going on. So I might be back, but I need to use my phone. Yeah, get back into creation mode, do some drone stuff. I definitely will support you. And if you have new content, whenever you have new content, if I'm not already there watching you, because it might go. As I was going to show you what I do with my list. So, like my list, I put alphabetical on the side here, and I will go down my list, and right where I stopped, like the ones right now, these ones are live. So those people are, well, maybe not live this particular minute, whenever I open this window. But I go through there and I go and support all my channels I'm subscribed to. So here, like, it'll go alphabetical and I'll pop down and watch a video or two. And then that way, I'm supporting everybody. It just takes me longer. Well, you have a great day, everybody. I've got to go call the school and see what's up. Bye.